Let's give it a try. Let's try it. We've got lots of other sounds going on anyway. Okay, friends, when you're ready to roll, let's see. I'm just muting. Boom. Okay, so let's do this. Clock is ticking. We are going to start kneeling if that's comfortable for you and your body. So just sit on your heels. Toes can be tucked or untucked, whatever works for you. We're just going to take a couple shoulder rolls here. Start to breathe deeply in and out of your nose. Inhale, filling up, getting taller. And when you exhale, just kind of letting go of whatever just was going on in your day. You've made it here to this space on your mat. Beautiful. Let's take our arms up when we inhale next time. Just sweep them out and up. Get nice and tall, nice and tall. Then we'll take our right hand down and give a little side body stretch, reaching over with the left arm. Shoulders are out of the ears. Pressing into your bottom hand, reach back up, 2 arms to the sky. We'll reach our left hand down now and up and over with the right arm. Chest is open, breathing fully. Press into your bottom hand, 2 arms come all the way back up. From here, we're just going to slowly come into our child's pose. Hands down, crawl your fingertips forward, lengthen your neck. Maybe roll your forehead a little bit across the mat. About 3 deep breaths. Getting ready for our movement today. 1 more big breath in. And big breath out. Whew. Press into your hands, round your back up to tabletop. So make it kind of a cat back on your way up if that feels good. And we'll do a couple cats and cows from here. Dropping the belly, lifting the tailbone up and the crown. And then rounding your back, pressing the earth away from you. Shins and tops of feet pressing into the ground. And a few more times with your breath. Maybe shimmying from one side to the other, looking over your shoulders. And coming back to a neutral spine and tabletop pose. We're going to tuck our toes now and just hover our knees. Just hover your knees just a little bit. Press the mat away. Try to keep that flat back, long neck. We're just going to shimmy forward and back, kind of pressing off the balls of your feet, trying to keep the knees lifted. Really focusing on warming up the core, belly button to spine. Just a little shimmy front and back. Your quads might start firing up right away. We'll just go for 4. For 3, shoulders are going to be over those wrists in 2, and we're going to pick up 1 knee at a time on 1. So stack it back up, drive 1 knee to tap your arm, place the toes back down, and switch sides. Think of a little crunch, getting a little bit of side body. Try to keep the knees low. Keep your back flat. Let's go for 4. Downward facing dog in 3, 2, and 1. Hips to the sky. You might lengthen your stance back or widen your feet a little bit and then pedal out your legs. Gently nod out your head, knowing yes. Couple deep breaths. Nice work. From here, start to widen your feet just a little. Walk your hands to the back of your mat for ragdoll pose. We'll let our body hang. Maybe take a bind and sway across the mat. And finding that stillness, hands down. You can walk your feet in a little bit. Find a halfway lift. Really pull the shoulder blades down your back and lengthen your neck. Breathe in, fold down, breathe out. Round up to standing mountain. So we're standing at the back of our mat. Shrug the shoulders into your ears. Breathe in, melt them down your back as you exhale. And then reach up for standing mountain, hands to the sky. Sometimes called volcano pose. Get nice and tall. Soften your eyes, soften, bend in your knees. Take a breath in, then bend your knees into chair pose. Sit down nice and low and reach the arms forward or bring them to your heart. We're going to pulse, get to a little chair motion going in the body. Shift the weight back. Try to bring the knees back behind the toes. If you can, keep your back long. Building up that heat, sending the seat low for 8, 7, 6, Isometric hold in 4, 3, 2, just hold. Maybe you drop it just a little bit lower. Hold for 4. We'll bring the pulse back in 3, 2, 1. Nice slow pulse. You're only here for 8, 7, 6. Isometric hold in 3, 2, 1. Drop it a little deeper. Hold for 4. We forward fold in 3, 2, 1. Fold. Let it go. Woo. Oh, halfway lift. Nice stretch for the legs. Crawl to your plank pose. Hands to the top of your mat. Shoulders over the wrists. Press the mat away. Knee mountain climbers. Knees to chest. Pulling the knees in. Keeping the neck long. Belly to spine. You can start to get faster in these if you want. A little sprint. Last 4. Hold your plank in 3. Push-ups in 2. And 1. Can we get 10 push-ups from here? Lower your chest, press it back up. For 9, 8, 6, keep your neck long, all the way to the earth for cobra in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Maybe drop the knees, elbows hug back, lower down. Untuck your toes, and inhale, lift up your chest. Squeeze all the back muscles, squeeze the glutes, big breath in, fold in half, let it go. We're going to reach our arms forward from here. We're just going to squeeze into Superman. So breathe in. As you exhale, elbows hug back, lift your chest, maybe lift the legs, and then reach forward, releasing the legs, and squeeze, lift. Breathe, lengthen, squeeze, exhale. Working on the posterior chain of the back, keeping the neck long. Let's go 4 more. Try to squeeze a little higher, 3. We're gonna hold that squeeze in 2 and add a little pulse right here. Squeeze, lift everything and try to just lift for 4, 3, 2, and let it go. 1. Forearms can become a pillow for your forehead. Maybe rock your forehead, maybe shimmy your hips, take a big breath in, and an audible exhale. Whew. All right, friends, palms by your shoulders. Maybe you come into up dog or cobra. Make your way to downward facing dog. Pedal it out. Take a deep inhale through your nose and an audible exhale breath. So good. Soft knees, look forward. And this time we're going to walk or float to the top of your mat. Fold at the top. Find a sweet halfway lift. Fold again. And now we're going to grab a set of weights. Either your 5s or your 8s, your lights or your heavies, whatever they are. Come up to standing shoulder roll. And then we're going to rack those weights right at the shoulders so your elbows point forward and start to find our squat. So feet or hips width apart. We'll drop the seat and drive up to standing. Drop the seat and stand. We're just holding those weights. At any point in time, you can change your weights or put the weights down if it doesn't feel right in your body. Another option would be to hold them at your side if holding them up in the racked position doesn't feel right for you. Keep that motion going, focusing on the length of your spine, the lowness of your seat. So good. That's 4. Keep it going low for 3. Nice and low for 2. 1 more, we'll squeeze and stand. Whew. You can let those weights come right by your side, shoulders down your back. So we're standing at the top of our mat. You're gonna have some reverse lunges with these suitcase kind of squats. Right foot is base. You'll step your left foot back to crescent lunge. But from here, we're gonna bend the back knee and you're kind of hinging forward as you bend the back knee, keeping the spine long and this core engaged. Then you're gonna drive into your front heel and stand up. And we switch sides. Let's do it. Switch, back knee comes nice and low. We're focusing on a hinge, core tight. And make sure your front knee doesn't bow inward. Let it, squeeze it outward rather than letting it kind of bow to the midline. Back heel is high. On the toes when you step. And you're pressing into your front heel and squeezing to stand back up at the top. Last 4.
Last 3, we'll just stand at the top in 2. Last 1. Standing at the top, shoulder roll, feet are hips width. We're just gonna lift our heels for some calf raises. Spread your toes wide, and when you're ready, press into the balls of your feet. Try to elevate your heels nice and high. Shoulders are down your back. Belly is engaged, ribs are knitting in. Trying to get some height here. Last 4, last 3, last 2. And heels down on 1. Great. Stepping in your crescent lunge, the left foot going back. From here, we're just going to open into our warrior 2. So we want that front knee forward. Palms are going to face up, elbows into the side. Doing reach outs laterally, reaching out to the side and squeezing back in. Extending and drawing back. Noticing if the weights are too heavy or too light, if you need to change or put them down at all. No tension in the neck. We are bracing in the core and extending and gripping the weights to fire up our biceps and shoulders. Try to reach out about shoulder height if you can and squeeze back into center. Nice, Jacob. Last 4 here. Last 3. For 2, last 1, squeeze it in, nice. Now your front arm is gonna come to your thigh, and we're doing lawnmower pulls. Karen, we did these last week. I think we only did the right side though. Your left arm is gonna reach down, your chest is facing the mat, and then you're gonna drive your elbow up, squeeze the core, press to the sky. Bring the elbow bent, and repeat. Lower and squeeze, lift and press. In control on the way up and on the way down. Bracing in the ribs and the core here. Your abs are on fire, so you're really focusing on spinal rotation with the protection of those muscles in the center. And if the weight in your right hand isn't feeling good on your wrist or forearm, you can always put it down for now. Last thing I'll say about these is your gaze can follow the weight movement, or you can find one focal point if that makes you feel dizzy or off balance. We've got 4 more. Hopefully you're feeling some fire in your right inner thighs, the abductors, as well as the quad and hamstring. Can we get 2 more, please? And we want 1 more, so strong, press it all the way up. And we're coming into plank from here. So we'll just put the weights under our hands. If you want to keep them under your hands, go ahead. If there's not room for your fingers or it doesn't feel good, just put your hands on the earth. Great, so we've got a narrow row with your right arm. Maybe you widen your feet for stability. We're gonna squeeze up the right tricep and put it down. I was showing you on my left side, but I want you to do it on your right arm. Try to stabilize your hips. Exhale as you pull that elbow high. For 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. So hands are either still on the weights for plank or they're flat on the mat. We're going to take the right leg, untuck the toes, toes touch the top of the mat. Press the earth away through your palms. We're going to squeeze the leg up and lower. Squeeze and lower. Engage your core. Exhale and squeeze the right glute. Keep your neck long. Last 4, last 3. Option for a chaturanga in 2 and 1. You can either go straight to your dog or you can go straight to your dog and then add on a high to low plank if you want. And we'll meet back in our downward facing dog. Big breath in, audible exhale. And now soft knees, look forward, and let's step forward and fold. Halfway lift. Fold in half. We'll pick those weights up again and meet me standing. Whew, shoulders down the back. So you know kind of where we're going. You can always switch to heavier or lighter and then kind of bounce in between. Rack your weights on your shoulders for our squats. Feet are hips width, soft bend in the knees. Start to lower, inhale. and drive through your heels, squeeze standing, exhale. Take it down and up. So lower and a lift. Don't forget to squeeze the booty as you drive up. Nice, Karen. Looking good. Oh. Let's keep this motion going. We've got 8 more. Brace in the core. Neck is long. Elbows are pointing forward. Last 4. Audibly exhaling for 3, 2. You can keep the weights here on 1. Now we're going to add this into our reverse lunges. You can start with the right foot going back first, so we're just switching. We're going to do the same thing, but the weights are up. If this doesn't feel good, let them go. We're going to hinge, drop the knee. This time when we stand up, it's an overhead press, all right? And then we switch sides. Same thing. Hinge forward, drop the knee, drive up, and press. So we're not moving too fast. We want to be in control, aware what our body is doing, trying to focus on the engagement of the muscles that are being used in the moment. No shame in switching weights or putting them down. About 4 more here. And 3 to go. Weights might be starting to feel kind of heavy. Just 2 more. And 1 more. We'll meet standing at the top of the mat after you press. And then weights by your side. A shoulder roll, kind of letting that go. We'll do our calf raises again, feet or hips width. And then when you're ready, just spread those toes and lift your heels high. Chest should be wide open. Notice your breath. So good, friends. We've got 8, 7, 6, really squeezing to the top. Last 4, last 3, last 2, final 1, heels down. So we're coming back into warrior 2. I'm gonna grab my 5s instead of my 8s for the extension just because I'm spent. We're gonna take the arms, face them up, same, you're gonna extend and squeeze. Extend and squeeze. I'm gonna turn to face you. Shoulder height, squeezing in. Gentle grip on those weights so you can feel the biceps light up. Getting some lateral deltoid. No tension in the jaw. No tension in the brow line. Core is engaged. Last 4. Last 3, for 2, and 1. Lawnmower pulls. So rest that front left arm on your thigh. Option to put that weight down. We're going to reach down, palms facing in at the arch of your foot. Your chest is facing the earth. And then exhale, squeeze elbow up. Press the palm up. Palm to shoulder, palm to arch. Whew. Get some rotation in the body. Bracing in the ribs. Squeezing the the shoulder into the back as your elbow drives across the midline when you pull just slightly. Press right above the shoulder. Let's go 4 more of these bad boys. Mowing the whole field today. For 3, for 2, 1 more, all the way up and all the way back down to your plank. Oh, find that plank, friends. You can widen your feet. We've got those narrow rows, left side only. So when you're ready, drive the elbow up. The tricep faces up. You put it back down. You squeeze it back up. Option to do it with your right hand staying on the weight for balance, or place your right palm on the earth. I want you to exhale, squeeze, brace in the core, lift the tricep. We've got 4, we've got 3, we've got 2. Give me one more pull, plank, great. To untuck the left toes, we're gonna squeeze that glute. When you're ready, start to lift your leg, extend the toes in line with your hip. Get that lift, get that squeeze, keep your neck long. Press the mat away so your shoulders are cared for, they're spread apart. Woo, for 8, 7, 6, last 4, last 3, down dog in 2, and 1. Hips high, kind of a reset. And if you want, you can come forward and do your chaturangas, flow through a vinyasa. We meet back in your downward facing dog. So good. Big breath in, big breath out. All right, soft knees, look forward, step forward, fold. No weights, find a halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Standing mountain, rise and reach for the sky. And let's do some jumping jacks. You might face the side of your mat. When you're ready, let's go. Caring for your ankles, driving off the outer edges of your feet, squeezing to the middle. We're going to change these into crisscross squats in 4, 3, 2, and 1. You can squat. When you stand, it's a crisscross. Switch which leg comes in front each time. If that doesn't feel good, you can squat jump. Nice, Jacob. You knew exactly what it was, where we were going. You're amazing. Last 4 and 3. Sit, squeeze 2. Sit, squeeze 1. Woo, shake it out. Big breath in and a big exhale. All right, 1 weight. So you might grab a heavier weight. We're doing side lunges with a front raise. We're going to step wide on the long edge of our mat. Feet are forward. Maybe your toes are slightly out. When you bend your knee into that lunge, I want the knee going over the toes. Drive into the outer feet. You're just going to hold the 1 weight down, shoulders down the back. When we go, we're going to go to the side, and then you're going to front raise, and then come up, and we switch sides. So we'll go in 3, 2, 1. Bend to the side, front raise up, and shoulder height. Come through center, switch sides. You're keeping your spine long for these. Your booty goes back so your chest can come forward. Drive into the outer edge of your foot. Bracing in the core. Shoulders are down the back. You shouldn't be feeling this in your neck. And avoid swinging your weight. Be in control on the way up as much as you are on the way down. There you go. Woo. All right, just 8 to go. Killing these, killing these. 7 more. You should start feeling a nice big squeeze in the back hip of the bent leg. I think 4 more. Last 3. Last 2. And 1 more. We're going to dip it, lift it, and stand. Whew. That weight can come to your chest. Toe heel your feet into shoulder width apart for goblet squats. Shoulder roll. When you're ready, drop the seat and stand up. So these are just wider than the squats we've already been doing today. Whew. Squeezing the glutes. You're amazing. We've got a fun core series for you coming up today. And we'll take our weights with us for core. Really, you only need 1 weight. And it can be your light or your medium. 4 more. Let's pulse it nice and low in 3, into, and stay low for a pulse this time. Just stay low, enjoy the moment. Try to bring the seat back and down for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and stand up. Shake it out. Whew. Let's do a standing round of bicep curls and tricep kickbacks from a narrow row. So pick accordingly with your weights. If you're pushing yourself to do more, we don't have high reps, maybe 10. So maybe you get a heavier weight today if you're building. Shoulder roll. Whew. Okay, we'll start with just bicep curls. Palms face forward, breathe in, and exhale, curl and down. Curl and down. We're just gonna do about 8 full range. So we've got about 4 more full range. And then we're gonna start to stay in the middle, midline and the upper half. So 3, 2, keep it going. This time only come halfway down and go back up. Halfway down to 90 and back up. So working, challenging our body a little bit more to keep it heavier and higher. We're going to add on to a wide arm curl, back and forth here in 3, 2, stay at 90, open up wide, curl there, stay at 90, come in, and curl on the front. All right, just like that, shimmying across the horizon line. Soft bend in your knees so you're not locking out. Okay, 4 more. Not doing huge reps, because we might have our heavier weights for 3. Last 2. Oh, starting to get heavy on me. 1 more each direction. Open them wide. Bring it in, and then let them hang. Shoulder roll. Hello. Okay, from here, this is our last standing before we go into core. So let's kick its butt. Okay, so we're going to sit into a little bit of a chair. Really, I want your hips back more than the bend in the knee. I want the hinge. We're going to narrow row, palms face in, breathe in. Exhale, pull triceps to sky. Down, up, lower, and squeeze. Think of it as a pull and a push. So you're working in both directions. Brace in the ribs, core is tight. Maybe you hinge a little more if that doesn't feel good in your body. Come back up. Last 4. Pull, push. 3. Tricep kickbacks in 2. Keep the elbows high and press them back. Rebend, press them back. Only 8. 7, 6, 5. Last 4, best 4. And 3. A little pulse back in 2. Palms face the sky. Little pulse up for 8, 7, 6. You're done so soon. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand. Shoulder roll. Carefully fold. Send your booty low. Put the weights down. Woo. Stand back up. Shoulder roll at the top, roll out your wrists. Take a big breath in, reach up. Big breath out, squat. Big breath in, reach up. Bind behind your back. Exhale, hands together. Roll your shoulders to open your chest. And then start to lift your palms away from your low back. Stretch out your arms a little bit. A lot of good work today, everybody. And we'll take the right arm up overhead. If you can, try to capture it with your left hand behind you. If not, a strap or your shirt. Or you can just take your left hand and stretch the tricep by pressing the elbow back carefully. Whew. Take a deep breath. When you exhale, let's release the grip and we'll switch it out. Left hand comes up, fingers to shoulder, and maybe you're grabbing or maybe you're gently applying pressure back on the tricep to lengthen the muscle. Big breath in. Big breath out. Let it go. Shake it out. Let's just find a seat because we're moving into core. So let's take your regular bicep weight with you. For me, usually I use 5s. When I'm upping it, I go to 8 right now. That's where I'm at, just so you can gauge what you want to do. So we're going to start with core and then add a little. Right now, no weights, but they're there for you when you're ready. Right now, what we're going to do is lie down and called sprinters. We're going to round our back up, draw one knee to chest, and then lay back down, come up, switch sides. So let's go in 3, 2, 1. Lay down, come up, really focus on the thigh into the chest. If you can make these a little faster, that'll give you a little more work to do. You're rounding your back so you're not just falling back, slapping down. That makes your C curve in your spine. It makes you have to work a little more in the core. Stay with me, last 4. Drive that thigh into chest. 3, 2, and we'll stay up on 1. Oh, so good. If you want for our Russian twist, grab one weight. Right at the chest. Find your sitting bones so you're not on your tailbone. I want you to lean back with that active core. Everything is braced in the front. We're just going to twist, center, twist, center. When you're ready, meet me in it. Let's go. We're not here for too long. We're doing 2 rounds of core today, changing it up for round 2. But you only have one more shape in the first round after this. So let's hit it and get it. We're doing some obliques here. Exhaling on the twist. Last 4. Last 3. Stay up in 2. And 1. Boom. Done. Weight can go down. So for round 1, shape 3, our last one, is high to low boat. Shoulder roll. Palms can support you if you want. Fingertips forward. We're going to take it nice and low, bend the elbows back, and again, drive those knees to the chest. If you want, your hands can reach forward, and you stay up in the back and squeeze. Pick your poison. Let's go in 3, 2, and 1. Take it low, drive it up. Focus on thighs into chest. 6 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, maybe take a big breath in, just kind of a reset, and a big breath out. So round 2, the first shape is the exact same. We're gonna do our sprinters. We're gonna lay down, crunch up. So let's start by laying down this time. Take a breath in. And on your exhale, round up, drive the knee in. Working those hip flexors too. If they're screaming at you already, remember to do some quad stretches with your day. Round that back, rise and reach. We only have 6 left, and then you're done with the shape for the day. Last 4, stay with it. 3, meet me upright in 2, and 1. Woo. Oh my gosh, killer. Take a round of breath because we get a little break. It's kind of like a HIIT class. My God. Okay, round 2 with our 1 weight. This time, just let me demo real quick. We're gonna twist, come through center, press straight up, core is embraced, and then twist, repeat with the press. Start on the left side in 3, 2, 1. Let's twist, press, twist, press. Make sure you're getting a lean back with the core engaged. So you're working the abs with those obliques in the twist. Last 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last 1. Boom, you're done there. Oh, take that weight or any weight, stand it straight up in the middle of the bottom of your mat. So we're doing our high to low boats. Try not to knock your weight over. If you want, you can use the yoga block or something, a water bottle. We're just gonna do in and outs, right? So we're gonna high to low boat, side to side of that standing item in the middle. All right, when you're ready, let's go in 3, 2, 1. Side to side, taking it in and out. Core is engaged. Don't round your back here. Belly to spine. Little C curve. 8, 7, 6. Abs are on fire. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh my gosh. Good job, everybody. So 2 light weights by your side for a glute bridge. We're done with core. 1 last shape. It's our glute bridge round. When you're ready, lie down. Give those abs a break. Oh my goodness. Maybe a quick knee to chest. And then plant your feet. Hips width apart. Try to draw the heels in close to the glutes. Option to take those weights on your thighs. Press them away from the hip crease. And when you're ready, we're going to squeeze the booty up and dip the booty low. Lift and lower. Add a tight squeeze on the way up. Your head should be relaxed on the ground, just looking at the sky, or maybe your eyes are closed. Your shoulders should be staying on the ground as well, just lifting from the tailbone to the mid back about there. Really squeezing the butt as you drive. Press through all 4 corners of your feet and squeeze at the top. Oh, for 8, 7. So we're going to keep going, but we're going to add a knee opener. In 4 more. We'll talk through it in 3, in 2, in 1. Hips down. If you need to reset, replant your feet, maybe squeeze them into the hips a little bit. Maybe you keep the weights or maybe you put them down, but we're going to open the knees coming into the outer edges of our feet at the top. So if the weight's too much, put it down. So we're going to drive up into a glute bridge, open the knees, let the arches of your feet come up, and then bring your thighs back into parallel with the hips and drop the seat low. So just like that, lift, open the knees, come to parallel, tap down, repeat. Open, squeeze the hips a little higher, bring the knees to parallel and drop. So we lose a little height when we open. I want you to re-squeeze up, then draw the knees in and lower. Look at that height you're getting. Woo! 4 more, we're gonna lift, open, lift again, parallel and down. For 3, lift, open, lift, parallel, down. Last 2, lift, open, lift, parallel, down. 1 more, lift, open, squeeze higher, parallel the thighs, and release it down. Weights to the side. Oh my gosh, good job today. Knees to chest. Maybe take them to your armpits, shimmy across your back. We're just gonna stretch and call it a day. Good job, everybody. Oh my gosh. Whew. You can turn this into your happy baby. Grab your feet, maybe your elbows press into the inner thighs, open the knees a little more. Keep your whole spine all the way to the bottom of your tailbone connected to the mat as you shimmy. Beautiful. We'll pull the knees back in, a figure 4, right ankle over left thigh. Flex your right ankle. And we can take this into our supine twist with eagle legs. If you'd like to wrap your right leg on top of the left, shimmy your hips to the middle, and release your knees to the left side. Extend your right arm open. You can always just stack the knees as well if the wrap doesn't feel good for your body. And engage your core, squeeze back through center, unwind, and we'll take the figure 4 with the left ankle over the right thigh this time. Starting to smooth the brow line. Go ahead and plant your right foot, find your wrap, left leg over the right, shimmy your hips to the left side of your mat before releasing your knees to the right, and then extend your left arm this time to the side. A couple of minutes, not minutes, but moments here, a couple of breaths. Actively cooling down the body with big open mouth exhales until you feel the hot heat of your body and breath start to return to neutral. And when you're ready, squeeze back up through center, unwind the legs. Pull them into your chest one more time, give a big bow. And then we'll release to a brief Shavasana, relax your head, and extend your arms, your legs wide and long on the mat. And we're sighing out some breath, shoulders tucking below you, palms facing the sky. And just taking this time to acknowledge how your body might have changed from the start of class to now. How your mind has shifted. And relax the muscles in your face. And we'll start to tap into a couple deeper breaths before we move, filling up the belly, the lungs, breath into the oxygen into the brain, full release. And one more, take a big, full, deep breath in, starting at the bottom of your abdomen, all the way into the brain. Big release. And maybe start to wiggle and roll out your wrists and ankles, the fingers, the toes. You can sweep your arms overhead in a big stretch, lengthening from fingertips to toes. I'm going to maybe roll to your favorite side, taking a moment to be still. Eyes can be heavy. There's no need to move fast. Just be casual here. And only then, if you'd like to meet in a seat at the top of your mat, we'll rise up to that seat. We'll sit nice and comfortably in Sukhasana. Take a big shoulder roll to melt the shoulders out of the ears. And 2 cleansing breaths together. Inhale, reach up for the sky. And exhale, hands slide down to the chest. And one more big community breath. Fill up with all that goodness. And bring it into your heart. Thank you so much for your time, for showing up and occupying this space together. You're amazing. Keep moving forward. Fill up with love for yourself and everyone around you. Namaste. I'll see you again soon on the mat. I hope your day and your week are beautiful. Take care of yourself.